First electric wingsuit flight. This isn't a flying bird. Watch again. It's a bird-like flight of a human that has astonished the whole world. The world's first human flight is entirely powered by an electric wingsuit. Join us today as we're going to talk about a massive breakthrough in the history of wingsuit flying. Although wingsuit flying first gained the public's attention around the turn of the millennium with videos of people gliding gracefully through the sky and between the mountain passes. However, the wingsuits are limited as you can only fly gradually downward due to gravity, but not anymore. Thanks to Peter Salzman, who dreamed of giving his wingsuit climbing ability and brought the idea to life by creating the world's first electric wingsuit in December 2020 that can fly up in high altitudes and hit speeds over 186 miles per hour. Before getting into details, hit that subscribe button to get more amazing videos in the future. Now, let's get straight into the video. Back in 2017, when Peter Salzman was in the middle of a conversation with his friend and mentor about the skydiving and base jumping suits, an idea suddenly popped his mind to improve the performance of suits with supporting motor to achieve a better stable glide flight, thus allowing greater distances to be covered. There were millions of people who just kept on doing experiments for months, but all in vain. During his research, Peter Salzman found the idea of being able to jump from his local mountain wearing the wingsuit and land in his garden. The Austrian boy has always dreamed of flying, and as a small boy he would jump off anything that raised him above the ground and land on mattresses and pillows. And with this, he managed to turn his passion into his profession. Salzman worked on ways to implement the idea of a wingsuit with propulsion technology. He wants to increase his gliding time, take off from greater heights, fly further than ever before, and land safely in a suitable place. He quickly came up with the idea of a propeller enclosed by a ring or tube-shaped housing. To help with the process, Salzman reached out to the experts at BMW's Design Work Studio, and together they started making prototypes of the propellers. The first propeller was made of cardboard that includes batteries, of which two models were produced, one large and one smaller unit, while the second model was made of aluminum that did not contain any electronics and was worn by Peter with a harness and breastpiece, which was used to simulate its weight and dimensions. Initially, he thought to keep the propulsion unit on the back. Still, after discussion with aerodynamics experts and realizing that the optimum airflow would exist in front of the suit, he finally decided to keep it in front. He focused on the smaller model, i.e. 40 inches wide, considering the lighter weight, comfort, safety, and freedom of movement while flying. The final fly unit measures around 5 inches in diameter, resembling a futuristic mini submarine. It gets electricity from a 50-volt lithium battery and weighs around 26 pounds. It is attached to a pilot's breastplate by means of a hinge unit. The two impellers are made of lightweight carbon fiber and aluminum structure with an output of 15 kilowatts, with each propeller delivering 7.5 kilowatts of power, producing thrust for up to 5 minutes, and running at a speed of around 25,000 RPM. The first series of tests with the flight suit was then carried out in the BMW's wind tunnel known as Aerolab. The first test in the wingsuit wind tunnel was a milestone for Salzman, as he was able to simulate the flight and open the parachute without any problem. And there he knew he was on the right track. Salzman completed more than 30 test jumps with the fly unit, and after the evaluation, he concluded that the impellers were still not getting enough airflow, and that the weight was too high and had to be reduced. Therefore, they integrated additional air inlets into the wingsuit, a cutoff switch for emergencies, and an on-off switch in the left sleeve to easily operate it anytime using the middle and ring fingers. As per Peter, flying isn't as easy as just pressing a button, but the flyer needs plenty of strength to control the air movements and fight the wind. And with the word strength, he doesn't only mean mental strength but physical fitness as well. With that being said, Salzman did special training every day for months to strengthen his core, neck, and shoulder muscles, assuming a flight position as the load on the body is enormous with additional equipment. The electrified jumpsuit has been checked in detail, with every screw and seam inspected on the equipment. Salzman has previously planned his pivotal jump in Korea in the spring of 2020, but the outbreak of the COVID pandemic put a stop to his plans. Later, after a few months, he planned to complete his jump in the mountain range in the Alps, where Salzman's dream of flying is about to be realized in a way no one has ever flown before. The official flight is known as Three Brothers in Austria, the Three Mountain Peaks. The first two were about the same height, with the third one being taller. Peter planned to jump from 3,000 meters by helicopter, fly flat over the first two peaks, and use the thrust to push himself to the third. He quickly jumped off at around 10,000 feet over the Austrian mountains, and two other flyers in wingsuits as soon as he received the long-awaited signal over the radio. As the helicopter drifted off, he picked up speed up to 186 miles per hour in his flight suit, rushed past rock, and effortlessly headed towards the valley. The task accomplished, the trio opened their parachutes and gently descended back to Earth. For 3 years, Salzman has given everything for this moment and has jumped more often than ever in the past 2 years. The man wants to go even higher and will continue improving the wingsuit by making the thrust system more powerful, Peter said. The Austrian man is convinced that electric drive technology will shape the future, not only on the road but also in the air. It is assumed that the electric wingsuit dive will create incredible new air sports opportunities and encourage adventure tourism. After flying planes, the ideas are now shifted towards flying cars and wing flights. And this breakthrough in the history of wingsuit will bring a lot of new advancements and new ideas. However, it is unclear when this electrified jumpsuit would be available to the general public. So, do you like Peter's electric wingsuit? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you liked our video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss more of our exciting videos. Thanks for watching.